Yo, Giants Nation, what's good? It's time to fire up that big blue pride and dive into the latest New York Giants news that's got us buzzing. We're talking about a blockbuster offseason move that could reshape our defense, a hybrid defender who's ready to bring some serious heat to MetLife Stadium. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack the signing of Chauncey Golston and how the Giants can unlock his full potential to dominate in 2025. Can this former Cowboy become the X factor for our defensive front? Let's break it down and find out what this means for our beloved Giants. The Giants made waves this offseason by inking Chauncey Golston to a 3-year, $18 million deal with $12 million fully guaranteed. Numbers that scream how much faith GM Joe Schoen and Coach Brian Daboll have in this guy. Coming off a breakout 2024 season with the Dallas Cowboys, Golston showed flashes of brilliance, but he's a bit of an untapped gem, stuck behind stars like DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons. Now, with a fresh start in New York, the question is, how do the Giants maximize his unique skill set? This isn't just about plugging him into the lineup. It's about crafting a role that lets him shine and elevates our entire defense. Stick with me, Giants fans, because this is where it gets juicy. Golston's journey to the Giants is a story of perseverance. Drafted in the 3rd round by Dallas in 2021, he spent years fighting for snaps in a stacked Cowboys defense. In 2024, injuries to Lawrence opened the door, and Golston stepped up, playing more on the edge as a 5 technique or 4-eye defender, going toe-to-toe with offensive tackles. According to Pro Football Focus, he logged a career-high 42 pressures in 2024, a huge leap from his earlier seasons. But here's the kicker. Despite Dallas boasting one of the NFL's top pressure rates, their pass defense ranked among the league's worst, allowing 7.8 yards per attempt per ESPN stats. What does this mean for Golston's fit with the Giants? The tape doesn't lie. Golston's 2024 film shows a player who's disciplined, versatile, and ready to make an impact. But the Cowboys' defensive struggles, including a dismal 4.8 yards per carry allowed against the run, worse than the Giants' 4.6 per NFL.com, suggests he wasn't always put in the best spot to succeed. So, how do the Giants avoid those mistakes and unlock Golston's potential? That's the million-dollar question, Giants Nation, and we're about to dig into the game plan that could make him a cornerstone of our defense. Let's talk about what makes Chauncey Golston special. This guy's a hybrid defender who can line up anywhere from the edge to the interior, giving defensive coordinator Shane Bowen endless options. In 2024, Golston thrived when Dallas focused him at 5 technique, where he could leverage his quickness and power against tackles. Per NFL Next Gen stats, he won 18% of his pass rush snaps at 5 technique, a top 20 mark among edge defenders. That's the kind of production that gets you excited, Giants fans. But the Cowboys' lack of defensive discipline often left him out of position, trying to cover gaps in a chaotic scheme. The Giants, though, have a chance to do things differently. Imagine Golston as a Swiss Army knife on early downs, holding the edge against the run while spelling stars like Brian Burns or Kayvon Thibodeau to keep them fresh. On passing downs, sliding him to a 4-eye alignment could unlock his pass rush potential, letting him attack in the interior, while Burns and Thibodeau wreak havoc outside. Bowen's scheme, which ranked 12th in defensive DVOA last year per Football Outsiders, thrives on versatility, and Golston fits like a glove. But here's the catch. Do the Giants stick with what worked for him in 2024, or experiment with his multi-positional skills? Golston's unique body type, 6 feet 5 inches, 268 pounds, with a rare blend of length and agility, makes him a matchup nightmare. His 2024 film shows a guy who can 2-gap against the run, holding his ground against double teams, while also flashing a quick first step on pass rushes. In Dallas, he played 65% of his snaps at 5 technique per PFF, and that focus led to his best season yet. But the Giants don't need him to be a jack of all trades every snap. By prioritizing his time at 5 technique, they can maximize the consistency while still sprinkling in some interior reps to keep offenses guessing. What do you think, Giants Nation? Can Golston be the missing piece to take our D-line to the next level? The key to unlocking Golston isn't just about where he lines up. It's about when and how much. Bowen's got to balance his reps to avoid overloading him, especially with studs like Dexter Lawrence anchoring the interior. Picture this. Galston spelling Burns or Thibodeau on early downs, shutting down the run, then sliding inside on 3rd and long to collapse the pocket. His 2024 pressure rate of 10.2% on passing downs per PFF shows he's got the juice to make quarterbacks sweat. Giants fans, are you ready to see Galston turn heads in Big Blue? Let's keep this hype train rolling and dive into what else is cooking for our Giants. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture for the Giants defense. Adding Galston is part of a broader plan to rebuild a unit that's shown flashes but needs consistency. Last season, the Giants ranked 18th in total defense, allowing 350.2 yards per game per NFL.com. Not terrible, but not championship caliber either. Galston signing signals a shift toward versatility and depth, especially with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau already commanding attention. Bowen's scheme loves to mix and match, using stunts and twists to confuse offenses, something Galston's multi-positional experience is perfect for. But it's not just about Galston's fit. His arrival could elevate the entire D-line. Dexter Lawrence, a Pro Bowl beast, ate up double teams last year, freeing up edge rushers for one-on-ones. Galston's ability to play both edge and interior could create even more favorable matchups for Burns and Thibodeau, who combined for 15.5 sacks in 2024, per ESPN. Imagine a 3rd and 8 where Galston lines up at 4-eye, Dexter clogs the middle, and Burns flies off the edge. That's a quarterback's nightmare. But can Bowen find the right balance to make this rotation click? Galston's not the only storyline heating up Giants training camp. Reports from www.giants.com highlight how Shane Bowen's been experimenting with new looks, including more 3-4 fronts to maximize versatility. Galston's experience in similar alignments with Dallas makes him a natural fit, but it's on Bowen to avoid the Cowboys' mistake of lacking discipline. Dallas' 2024 run defense was a mess, partly because of poor gap integrity, per film breakdowns on Bleacher Report. Giants fans, do you trust Bowen to keep this unit locked in and let Galston shine? The excitement around Galston is real, but it's up to the Giants to put him in position to succeed. Unlike Dallas, where he was a rotational piece in a star-studded lineup, New York offers a fresh canvas. If Bowen plays his cards right, Galston could hit double-digit pressures and become a fan favorite. Giants Nation, what's your take? Is Galston the key to unlocking a top 10 defense? Or do we need more pieces? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. All right, Giants Nation, let's talk about what's next for our boys in blue. Training camp is in full swing, and the vibes are electric. Beyond Galston, the Giants are making noise with their revamped secondary, where rookie safety Tyler Nubin is turning heads. According to Giants Wire, Nubin's ball skills have coaches buzzing, with 2 interceptions in camp already. Pair that with Galston's edge presence, and you've got a defense that could surprise some folks. But the real test is coming. Week 1 against the Vikings, where we'll see if this unit can gel. The offense isn't sitting idle either. Daniel Jones, coming off a rocky 2024, is reportedly looking sharp. Per Sporting News, with a new emphasis on deep balls to rookie Malik Neighbors. Imagine Galston and the D-line shutting down opposing offenses, giving Jones and company short fields to work with. That's a formula for a playoff push, Giants fans. But the Vikings game will be a grind. Kirk Cousins threw for 4,100 yards last year, per NFL.com. Can Galston and the D-line disrupt his rhythm early? Injuries are always a concern, and the Giants are holding their breath on a few key names. Per Bleacher Report, right tackle Evan Neal's ankle is still a question mark, which could put pressure on the defense to carry the load. Galston's ability to stop the run will be huge if the offense struggles to control the clock. His 2024 run-stop rate of 8.1% per PFF shows he's got the chops to plug gaps. Giants Nation, are you feeling optimistic about our chances to start 1-0? As we wrap this up, let's dream big. If Galston delivers and the defense steps up, this could be the year the Giants reclaim their spot among the NFC elite. The legacy of LT, Strahan, and Tuck runs deep, and Galston's got a chance to carve his name into that storage edition. So, Giants fans, what's your prediction for Galston's impact? Will he be a game changer? Hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more New York Giants news to keep the Big Blue fire burning. Share this with every Giants fan you know. Let's show the world what Giants Nation is all about.